Don't watch that. Watch this.
Well, what do you mean by this? Oh, well, this is my channel. Welcome to it. And if you guys do really enjoy it, you can go in, you can click the share button. That really, really helps the algorithm. Go to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I don't even know what the crap that is. Reddit, all the stuff. So if you do love that, we also have a join button. You go in, you click a little join button. $4.99 a month. You get all the cool, awesome emojis. Now, enjoy the video. Daisy Ridley reveals work offers were scarce after the Star Wars sequel trilogy concluded. We're really doing this You're really trying to censor me, my intro card. She really has the nerve, doesn't she? She has the gall to sit there and complain that the Star Wars sequel trilogy gave fewer roles after that concluded. Theme music time. Do you have anything to say for yourself, Daisy Ridley?
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
I thought so. Did you not, I don't know, hear of Star Wars? Did you not maybe pay attention to Jake Lloyd, who... Didn't he go to jail, I believe? Mark Hamill couldn't get an acting job for a long time, other than a few voice acting gigs, which he was quite profitable as and very well loved. He did a little part called the Joker. You might have heard of it. I know Daisy Ridley might not have because she's so young. Hayden Christensen, Ahmed Best, and I'm using a lot of the prequel. Even Carrie Fisher didn't really have the hugest career right away. It wasn't until the prequels, or not the prequels, yeah, the prequels, the special editions started to kind of kick up the Star Wars nostalgia again. Star Wars was kind of that thing that once it was kind of done, it was kind of done for a while. In the late 80s, early 90s, there wasn't a whole lot of it except for your diehard Star Wars fans. It wasn't this super popular thing. It was kind of an over and done sort of franchise. At least with the normies. And I'm not saying that, like, everybody was over and done with it, but, you know, the normies. The people who are casual. And that's what's happening now. And that's what happens every single time. You kind of have the normie casual people go away, you know, the people more like me, I suppose, the people who aren't super into the cartoons or any of that stuff or the expanded universe, we go away after that. And there's nothing wrong with being either type of fan. It's just to have the nerve to sit there and complain about this. Not only that, she's really not telling the truth either, because if you go into her IMDb, you can see she does have a few roles coming up. And sure, they're voice acting gigs, but like I said earlier, Mark Hamill, prolific voice actor, very well respected. That's nothing to really be ashamed of. But you know what? Maybe you're not that great. Maybe you only got the role because you could sit there and cry. Maybe the character wasn't very well liked. Maybe it wasn't one of these well-beloved, amazing, strong female characters like they say you were supposed to be. Maybe you were just this little kind of mix of all the characters that we liked in the original all rolled into one without any of the charm, uniqueness, hero's journey of any of them. Maybe that was the issue. And you know, maybe the fact is that not every actor is going to be in everything. Not every star is going to rise. Sometimes you got to be thankful with what you have. Maybe you got to be thankful with the fact that you did 3 movies where you starred and you are well known. I was going to say household name, but I don't know how many people actually saw the new trilogy who might know her. I think my mother might. I'm trying to use my mother as a good example here because she is kind of that normie. She'll know Luke Skywalker. She'll know Darth Vader. She probably wouldn't know Rey, though. So you got to kind of consider the normies. You got to consider those fans. And here's the thing with Daisy Ridley, too, though. She's not, like, going to go broke or anything. Her great uncle, Dad's Army actor and playwright Arnold Ridley. She comes from wealth. She comes from money. Her family, her family had money, all right? These people act like they're entitled, like their star's just going to rise forever and ever and ever. That's not always the case. You know, for every Harrison Ford out there in a movie, you're going to have a Mark Hamill that really only pops up occasionally. You're going to have the stigma, especially being in a science fiction franchise, of only being known for that science fiction franchise. You're going to have your diehard fans you're going to have a job for life. Here's the thing with a lot of these actors, and I see this in Star Wars and Star Trek and all the sci-fi franchises. You get actors who have one job in a TV series, in a film series, something like that. But then their job after that is the conventions. Your job is convention for life. A lot of people would trade places to be where you're at. But no, we got to complain about finding acting work. She discussed the absence of work offers presented to her during a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly. The interview focused primarily on her role in the upcoming video game 12 Minutes. Okay, that's odd. I don't like it when they use like the motion capture on there. Is that what this is from? During the interview, Ridley recalls how she felt a sense of panic after Star Wars Rise of Skywalker because nothing was coming through in the months after the release. See, this is another reason why you have to do better movies. You can't just make these committee, studio notes, boardroom interfered movies. Expect all the fans to like them, especially after letting your director just completely subvert everybody's expectations and throw George Lucas's treatments out the window. We know he had them. She said so. She said that they already had them all planned. And J.J. Abrams even had them all planned. She said she was talking about his, actually. But we know that George Lucas had them, too. We had treatments, and then Rian Johnson subverted everybody's expectations and made the movie he was going to make. And that really hurt the franchise. And then Rise of Skywalker was trying to fix where that fracture was. It was trying to go in. And what happened? It made nobody happy. I've played the clip countless times with the Raylos, where they were screaming because they were not happy. They were happy that they kissed, that Ben and Rey kissed, but then they were not happy after that. Related, Daisy Ridley faces backlash from activists after denying she was more privileged than co-star John Boyega. That's a good read, too. She was wealthy. I did a video on that. If I can find it, I'll link it up here. When the film was released, I was like, oh my god, it was such a huge chapter, Ridley told Entertainment Weekly. She proceeded to describe her current career status as recovering from the past few months of not having much, but explains, well, obviously now, it's really nice to be working. Her lack of work allowed her to process the last 5 years. Well, and keep in mind, after Rise of Skywalker, there was also this whole cough thing where everybody was staying home. Nobody even knew if they were making. We still don't know if they're actually going to go back and produce some of these films. We're getting a few here and there, but a lot of these movies, a lot of these studios, a lot of these theaters are not doing very well, Disney included. So maybe that had something to do with it, and maybe you're taking it a little personally. Maybe the world wasn't calling anybody for a few months there. Lack of work allowed her to process the last 5 years. Yeah. That was the pictures that we were seeing where she just took like a 6-month vacation because she made so much money off of Star Wars. To be forced to slow down, it was good mentally for me because Star Wars was a big thing in my life, explained Ridley. I was like, oh, no one wants to employ me. I'm going to say her name wrong. I'm just constantly going to do it. Ridley then described how weirdly at the beginning of the year, nothing was coming through and noted that there are actually loads of things I auditioned for at the beginning of the year and I didn't get any of them. However, after Ridley had that moment of OMG and then just thought everything in its right time, the actress claims that things started picking up. Well, it might be part of your attitude. It might be part of the vibe you're sending out into the universe, right? Since the conclusion of Star Wars, Ridley has only appeared in a few projects. Like I said, it might just be whatever she's projecting out there.
Open your mind.
And it might be just the universe trying to tell you something.
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
guy's so weird. I wonder what the universe is trying to tell us.
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
Okay, that's enough of that. Universe, we don't need to hear from a 30-year-old actress in Hollywood about what the universe is trying to tell us.
As much as we can, just believe and not fight our reality. Yeah.
What did I say about the Brie hippie speak and the Brie bombing? Hey, there's Spider-Man. Despite her lack of concrete work, offers were still being made to Daisy Ridley. As she stated, there have been awesome things, and obviously no one knows when they're gonna go. So, like I said, nobody... Do you think it's you, or do you think it might have had something to do with the cough? I think that might be part of it. That might be probably more of it. Wow, this just goes to show my initial thought of her as being kind of, she's probably very sweet. She's probably very well-meaning, but she might be a little bit of an airhead, and I don't mean that in a bad way. She just might not be as quick to connect some dots and jump to more logical conclusions than people just don't like her, I suppose. I was like, do we need something this dark? Oh, here we go. At the conclusion of the interview, Ridley teased, there's only one thing I'm going to do that's super effing dark. I was like, do we need something this dark? But it's also really interesting and about memory, and everything's a bit fragmented. I definitely feel like what I want to watch and I guess be a part of is something with the same joy. That's what people need. Yeah, she comes off as kind of an airhead here. Maybe I was a little too hard on her with the theme music, or maybe I wasn't hard enough. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I'll see you guys on the next video live stream or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
Drop the taco. Get in the car. Does this